Cleveland is on edge tonight, and what's happening inside that building might be the biggest internal meltdown we've seen in years. Sources close to the Browns say Kevin Stefanski's time as head coach could finally be running out, and it all reportedly started with one explosive confrontation involving Shedeur Sanders. Nothing's official yet, but insiders are calling the situation beyond repair. Multiple high-level sources within the organization claim ownership has already begun internal talks about firing Stefanski, and that everything traces back to a private meeting that turned ugly fast. According to those who were there, Stefanski made comments questioning Shedeur's leadership and suggesting the team was treating a rookie like a superstar before he'd earned it. That single remark, they say, completely flipped the locker room. Word leaked to veterans, and suddenly the atmosphere inside the facility changed overnight. One insider told us, "That was it. You don't go after Shedeur right now. Not with how much the city loves him." After that, everything started spiraling. Stefanski reportedly confronted team officials behind closed doors, demanding they take control of the narrative and stop what he called the Shedeur circus. But instead of calming things down, that move only poured gasoline on the fire. By Thursday morning, word spread that the front office had quietly started reaching out to potential replacements just in case. One executive even used the word inevitable when asked about Stefanski's future. Think about that for a second. Not maybe, not possibly, inevitable. Players began avoiding Stefanski in meetings. Assistants kept their heads down. And Shedeur's silence, his refusal to say anything publicly, only added to the speculation. But what happened next took this drama from bad to catastrophic. Jimmy Haslam, the Browns owner, reportedly called Stefanski into his office for what sources described as a heated, no-filter confrontation. Haslam wanted answers. He questioned Stefanski's control over the team, his handling of the quarterback situation, and the way he'd undermined organizational decisions in the media. Stefanski didn't hold back either. Multiple insiders claim he fired back hard, telling Haslam, "You can't run a football team like a reality show. Ownership interference is destroying any chance we have at winning." Those words hit like a nuke. Within hours, rumors started flying around the building that coaching changes were coming. Assistants began getting quiet calls from agents about possible transitions. Players started texting in private group chats trying to piece together what was happening. The entire facility went silent, but social media didn't. That night, "Fire Stefanski" trended on X as fans connected the dots. One viral post said, "If these rumors are true, Stefanski is done. You can't survive when the locker room sides with Shedeur." Another read, "He picked the wrong battle. You don't challenge the kid this city already adopted as their savior." Even national media started picking up the scent. ESPN mentioned rumblings inside Cleveland about a major shakeup if trust wasn't restored soon. Suddenly, this wasn't just about one coach versus one quarterback. It was about something bigger, an entire organization imploding in real time. Cleveland was supposed to be a playoff team this year. They invested heavily in talent, loaded up the defense, surrounded their quarterback with weapons, and built the infrastructure for success. But now, total collapse. Sources inside the building say it all goes back to one thing: dysfunction at the top, ownership interference, coaching undermined, leadership divided. Stefanski's temper didn't help either. Reports claim he's become increasingly combative, alienating players who once supported him. But the real damage started when Haslam's office began calling plays, literally and figuratively. One veteran player, speaking anonymously, said, "This franchise can't get out of its own way. We've got talent, we've got coaches who know football, but chaos at the top poisons everything." The league executives are saying the same thing behind closed doors. One AFC source told us, "Cleveland's become a cautionary tale, a masterclass in how not to run a football organization." And here's where it gets even crazier. While the media is still processing the fallout, the Browns are already planning their next move. Insiders say the team has started identifying interim coaching candidates who align with one goal: building entirely around Shedeur Sanders. That's right. Ownership reportedly wants the offense tailored specifically to his strengths, with no more old-school systems or ego clashes. They've even reached out to coaches with quarterback development backgrounds and ties to the Sanders family. It's no longer speculation, it's preparation. And Shedeur, he's handling it like a pro. Sources say he shows up early, studies film, stays locked in at practice and never flinches. One teammate described him as the calm in the storm. That quiet composure is winning over even more players. He doesn't need to say much. His work speaks for itself. But make no mistake, he knows exactly what's happening. People close to his camp say he understands that Stefanski's potential firing would clear the final obstacle between him and full franchise control. The city already chose its side, and Shedeur knows it. He's not just the quarterback anymore, he's the identity of the team. And behind the scenes, Cleveland is reshaping itself around him faster than anyone expected. The front office reportedly held a long meeting earlier today. While nothing official's been announced, multiple insiders claim the decision has already been made. They're just working through contract language, timing, and messaging. But the verdict's in, Stefanski's done. All that's left is the press release, and that's where things get wild. Cleveland is standing on the edge of total transformation. A mid-season coaching change, a rookie quarterback stepping into full control, and an owner-driven front office ready to build a new era, all happening while the rest of the league watches in disbelief. The Browns are about to enter uncharted territory. Reports say that as soon as the firing becomes official, Shedeur will essentially have the keys to the franchise. The offense will revolve around his style: quick tempo, spread concepts, quarterback freedom. Ownership sees him as more than a player now. They see him as the new face of Cleveland football. And while some inside the league think it's risky, others see it as inevitable. One NFC executive told us, "You can't stop what's already been set in motion." The city loves Shedeur, the locker room follows him, and ownership is all in. The rest is just details. But for longtime Browns fans, this storyline feels painfully familiar. They've seen coaching chaos before. They've seen promising seasons derailed by dysfunction. Only this time, the stakes are higher. This isn't just about football, it's about identity. The question now isn't whether Kevin Stefanski survives, it's what Cleveland becomes once he's gone. Because make no mistake, this is more than just a firing, it's a total shift in power. Players are already whispering that the Shedeur era has unofficially begun. And as for Stefanski, insiders say he's fully aware his fate is sealed. He's been distant during meetings, quieter than usual. Some even say he's mentally checked out. One staff member described the atmosphere as funeral quiet. Everyone's just waiting for the announcement. Yet even as the drama unfolds, there's something undeniably symbolic about what's happening. Cleveland, a city that's spent decades searching for its football savior, might have just found one, but at the cost of yet another coach. The city will rally behind him, the media will dissect every move, and every mistake will be magnified. He won't just be Cleveland's quarterback, he'll be its symbol. And for Kevin Stefanski, a coach who once seemed untouchable, it's the cruelest twist imaginable. A season that began with promise now ends in chaos. A coach brought down not by losing games, but by losing control. The clock's ticking, and when that official statement drops, it'll mark the end of an era and the beginning of something entirely new. Because after all the rumors, leaks, and locker room whispers, there's only one truth left standing. The Browns belong to Shedeur Sanders now. And once the dust settles, the city that's been waiting for a savior might finally have one. But as history shows, in Cleveland, even saviors don't last forever. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. But before anyone calls this a fairy tale ending, insiders are warning the next few weeks could decide everything. Reports say if Shedeur struggles under the new system, or if the team keeps losing, the same fans crowning him today could turn just as fast. Cleveland has seen it before. The next big thing who never quite delivers once the spotlight gets too bright. One league source put it bluntly, "This is the most high-stakes gamble the Browns have ever made." They've handed the keys to a rookie in the middle of a fire. Still, inside that locker room, belief is building. Players reportedly say the energy feels different, like they're witnessing the start of something real. Maybe chaos had to clear the path for leadership to emerge. Because one thing's certain now, the old Cleveland is gone. What replaces it could finally be greatness, or another heartbreak in disguise.